glad that you guys are here. Thank you so much. How about we just go ahead and get right on into it, okay? So I know because I voted for the primary, and a lot of people, they don't vote in the primary elections. But I don't think that they understand the importance of that. You want to go into that for us a little bit, Teach?
Of course, the primary election is important because it sets up the candidates for the general election.
Okay.
Greater participation in primary elections, in theory, would result in a better slate of candidates if you have on both sides from the general election.
Okay.
So most people are not aware that the primary is coming. They often miss it, or they don't participate in it on the day of the primary. So they accept. They just give up their chance to influence the choices that are made that are going to be the candidates for the general election. And most people are more concerned with the general than the primary.
Yeah, which is backwards, right?
Well, it's not necessarily backwards, but they should. The general is very important, but they should be more engaged, I think, for the primary election, because that is the election that structures the general.
Now, I never, throughout my entire voting history up until recently, I never voted in the primary. Did you ever vote in the primary election?
Well, yes and no.
Okay, tell us about that.
Well, when I first started voting, I didn't do like any research, so I just voted for where my parents voted.
Right.
As far as voting on my own, like researching on my own and choosing a candidate, whether it's what my parents wanted or not, this would be my first primary doing that.
Oh,
The one
okay.
that just happened.
How about you, Daryl? What's your opinion? Tell me about your voting history with the primaries.
Good. I grew up in a Democrat, and so it was always taken for granted that when we voted, that's what we were going to vote for. So because of that culture that I was raised in, then my belief became I must vote Democrat,
Right,
rather than to vote for the best person
right.
for that position or that job or
Right,
that element or whatever. And it wasn't until I don't know, like my mid 30s before I started actually going, hey, I think I really need to think about this, because every candidate that's Democrat is the best candidate
Right.
for what I
What you
want
need.
to happen for me
Right.
as a citizen.
Right. Now, we recently had a primary election, and the candidates that are the incumbents are Dan Sullivan and Don Young. Okay, now who are the people that were running against those two people?
Well, in the primary, there were several candidates
Okay,
that were running to be nominated to run against Senator Dan Sullivan and Congressman Don Young, and the winner to run against Senator Sullivan, running as an independent, but also running for the Democratic nomination, was Dr. Al Gross
okay,
from, I believe, he's from Ketchikan,
okay,
and down in the southeast, and also Elise Galvin, who's
okay.
running against Congressman Don Young. She ran against him 2 years ago.
Okay.
So they're going to be facing off against the incumbents in November.